Okay, guys, we're over here at Mission Viejo, and it's early, but he texted me and said I could come in. So basically, his kitchen outlets are out. So um, this is one of his kitchen outlets right here, and it's on a GFCI also. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through this panel. This is red, so it's tripped. So let's leave it tripped, Vinny, and let's go inside and see what's not on, and then let's go look for a short before we try to reset it. I want to reset it, but I think we'll go through there and take things apart. We'll see you inside, guys. Okay, we're going to check the outlets. Turn it on. This dead. The breaker is off out there. Let's go to that one, please. Go ahead and test it. Okay. Okay, nothing, right?
Nothing.
Now check the back one. That one's on a different breaker, I believe. We're good. Okay, guys, so what we think is the problem, it keeps tripping out there. So we think we got an issue between here, somewhere. Something's tripping. So Vinny's going to get into this, and we'll start with this one, and then we'll go to that one over there. Okay, he's going to get into this one first and see what he can find, and then over here he's going to open up. I'm going to clear all this out for him. Okay, Vinny just took this cover off, and he says something in there does not look good. I can't really see it.
Alright, I'll back it up and slowly show you.
Yeah, he'll back it up, but he seems to think something's going on in this left one. One thing we can see here, we know it's aluminum wiring, but the ends on those outlets look brass. It looks like these might be regular outlets for copper, not aluminum. Same with that one over there. We're gonna see here. Look at that. Okay, guys, as you can see, those look like regular wires. I mean, these look like aluminum wires on a non-aluminum outlet. Now, what I'm looking for to determine that, now that might be aluminum, this one. We'll see in a minute here. So what do you see here, Vinny?
Look at the white one. It's like kind of smoky.
Which one?
Right here. Look right between it. Look on your camera.
Oh, so yeah, you're right. That could be doing it right there. Let's take it apart, and then I want to see if that's an aluminum outlet or a copper.
Yeah.
As you can see, I don't think I brought it in, but the white one is a little bit smoky, like it's been arcing on something.
And look at their black tape all over this thing.
And then look at the tape. Let me in there.
Yeah.
To get that.
Yeah.
Look how they put this tape all over right here. And look at the wire. It's melted right here.
Let's see.
We'll see when we get in there. That could be the issue right there. Okay, let's see what that thing is. It looks like an aluminum. It looks like a not an aluminum outlet. Let me see. Okay, this is for copper. This is not an aluminum rated outlet. This is for copper. I'm not saying that's what's causing the issue. I'm just saying that this here doesn't look like an aluminum rated. We can no, it can't be 59 cents. There's no way, because aluminum rated.
Yeah, it also looks like aluminum on the side.
Yeah. Huh?
If you go look at the aluminum rated ones.
Yeah, we'll show you what aluminum rated looks like compared to this one here. Whenever you see any kind of brass on it, you realize that it's not aluminum rated. Aluminum rated has everything aluminum. Everything that's on there is aluminum. Okay, Vinny just removed the tape, and you can see why they taped it. That wire is melted down, and it's got a break here. That's not good. Vinny's gonna have to clean all that up. And then this one is melting over here. And go ahead and clean that up, Vinny. And over here, guys, you can see all the brass in this on the bottom right here. If you look, this is all brass here, brass there, brass there. All the backing is brass. Now I'll go get an aluminum outlet and show you the difference. Normally you could just put GFCIs everywhere, but in this case I can't find a GFCI that's rated for aluminum. Normally you could just put one here and protect the rest, or put them all GFCIs, whatever you want to do. Nothing wrong with a little overkill. Yeah, it's more money, but you can't find a GFCI rated for aluminum. And then of course here, this is all aluminum, brass. So well, I can't wait to see what's in this box here. We're not saying that this outlet caused the problem. What we think happened is you can see the white wire is kind of burned up and the black one is melted. So whenever you get that kind of static in the lines, for lack of a better word, it will trip a GFCI. So here you can see it's all oxidized and
I think the hot
melted.
could have done it, actually, because like you mentioned.
Yeah, and then see this one here, you can see it's been heated up really hot right here. So hopefully once he cleans all that up, we'll go with that and see what happens. I just wanted to show you something here. You know how I'm always talking about outlets that have stab locks, and that when I see a outlet with stab locks, I don't like them and I won't put them back in. Once I pull them out, I always put a new one. These are called stab locks. You see those little holes right there on my thumb? You got two here and two down here. That's where it's called the lazy man's wire job, I guess you would call it. You strip your wire and then you just push them in, push them in, push them in, and push them in. But as these outlets get old and brittle, and you go to pull them out and then you go to push them back in, these little springs that hold the wire in right here, this is a spring release. If you ever want to get a wire out, you just push that little tab up here. You have one above every hole. That will let the wire out, but that's also your spring. So when it's been in there all these years and then you're over here bringing it out, pushing it back in, these springs get weak, and then next thing you know, you end up with a callback. One of my outlets are out, or 5 of my outlets, because all it takes is one outlet to fail and then the rest on the line go with it. And so that's why whenever I'm checking outlets and looking for a short, if there's stab locks, meaning these guys here where you push in through the back, I just throw them in the trash can, because if I don't, 6 months later, 8 months later, they start arcing because the spring is weak, and we get a call out. So it's always been in the customer's best interest that if I pull one out that's old like this and it has a stab lock and they were using the stab locks, then I throw it away and I just go to here. And here I am trying to think about, you know, doing the owner a favor by putting a, you know, when they're aluminum, I mean, when they're aluminum, these are expensive. But when they're just regular copper like this one, I think they're $2, and I can't believe some people will cry about me putting a $2 outlet in to save them a service call. But this was the perfect opportunity to show you, Brandon, you know, what a stab lock is right here. You push these wires, these springs get weak. You go to push them in and wiggle them a little bit. Next thing you know, they're arcing. It's a no-go for me. But anyway. Okay, Vinny's got his outlet with his aluminum wiring right there. And now we're going to get into this one over here. I'm kind of excited to see what he's going to get into here. We'll see. And the reason why I say excited, it's nice if you can find a problem and fix it, and then you can leave. And let me help you, son.
I'm just gonna pour it.
Okay, you can leave and know that the people are going to be okay and the problem is solved. So that's why I say I'm excited. I'm excited. Hopefully, I'll find something a little bit better than just a melted wire. But just finding those 2 melted wires is good too. You know, that could be tripping the GFCI. People sometimes say, well, man, how long does it take to change an outlet? Well, there's a lot of work because people think you just unscrew the screws and you pull the outlet out. You don't. You have to cut around all that paint. If he just pulls those screws out and then pulls that outlet, he's going to take all that paint out on top and on the bottom, and your plate's not going to cover it. And with that being said, you just can't take it. And we do that. We run against that all the time. So, you know, him taking the time to cut the paint around each one of those is a little bit time consuming. And people don't realize that. They think it only takes 30 seconds to undo 2 screws, pull it out, and put it back. And it doesn't. You have to break the paint loose because that paint will pill right with the outlet. Now you got to sand it, touch up the paint, you know.
See how it pops out.
Yeah, exactly. So just thought I'd include that. Okay, guys, this is what we're talking about. Sometimes you have no room to put a GFCI. There's no way to put a GFCI in all this right here. It looks like a lot of things were bypassed through this box, going other places, and they made it just unusable. This box, if you ever wanted to put a GFCI, even though it's not aluminum rated, you would have to put a bigger box in and something with a deeper box so you could shove all that backwards. There's quite a bit of wiring going on there, but the only wires we're worried about are the 2 that feed this and feed that and then go that way to the other one. So he's going to get in here and investigate. Once again, these are copper outlets. They're not aluminum. You can see the aluminum wire around it right there, and they're on brass. That's a no-go usually. Not usually, it's a no-go. Okay, Vinny's going to get in there and clean all that up and put 2 new aluminum rated outlets. Here's the thing. We're going to do this in steps, this job in steps. We found something here that we didn't like. We took care of it. Over here, everything looks all right, but once we open it up, we're not going to leave 2 outlets that are not aluminum rated. Anything we touch, we're going to make sure that whatever we do touch, it's aluminum rated, and it's it's the way it should be. So on here, everything's looking good, but he's going to cut all the wires back. He's going to trim them and re-loop them and put on his 2 new outlets, and hopefully they won't have another problem. If they do have a problem and that breaker trips again, then we'll have to dig deeper. There could be a shared neutral causing that breaker to trip somewhere. I mean, to make that one breaker trip all the time. But we're going to see. Now, the other way you can tell that it's not, that it's made for copper is if you look here, your brass is always your hot side, and the white side is your neutral. So the white always goes on the white, and the black goes on the gold. And that's just to make sure that everything is identified easy for people that, you know. The other way you know the hot is usually the small hole, and the neutral is the big hole. So if you look at the big hole, you can see it's white. Look at the small hole, it's brass. But just because this is white doesn't mean it's rated for aluminum. It's not. Aluminum will be all aluminum. Where in the hell is it? Right here. Aluminum, aluminum, and aluminum, no matter what side. And the hot always goes on the small hole right here. All right, he's going to get all that cleaned up, wired up, and then we're going to go see what happens. Okay, guys, we're going to turn on the breaker, and he wants to check those wires individually. So I'm just going to do what he wants here. Okay, I'm going to sling that back and then go like that. That's a good sign. And I'll go back in. Okay, I don't know if you noticed, but Vinny noticed there's a wire nut outside the box. Oh, yes, there is. They not only, yeah.
It's right here.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, I see it. The wire nut is on the outside of the box. I can't tell what wire it is.
It's a box.
It's the black. Oh yeah, look at that. Now I get it. Yeah, they wrapped some grounds in here, and they cut it short probably. And there's your wire nut, and that shouldn't be like that, guys. That wire nut should be in the box or not there at all. I'm just documenting that because we didn't do that, and I just want it documented. And here's the other thing. When you get outlets that are this old, even if they're not stab locked, like this one here is not a stab lock, I still replace it. When you're pulling something out that looks like it's in this shape, it makes no sense. You have it out. Why wouldn't you give the guy a new outlet for $2 or $3, you know? I'm not talking about aluminum wiring outlets. I'm talking about copper. You know, I go to some places and I'm looking for the short, and I pull out 4 or 5 of these, and they're all in this condition. So I put new ones. Why not? Why would you pull it out and put the same thing back in when you can give them a $2 outlet, you know? Anyway, yeah, it takes a few minutes of labor to get it out. Take it off and put it back on, but at least you'll know that in the long run, that outlet's not going to be giving them problems for a while. Okay, guys. He's got everything packed in there nicely, as good as you can get. You can see how much wire's in there. You'd never be able, plus there's a wire nut on the outside of the box. There's no way you'd be able to pack a GFCI in there unless you did something with the box. Anyway, there is a GFCI outside. Something's causing it to trip. Hopefully it was those wires over there. We'll see what happens. Then he's going to go ahead and tape his outlets nicely. That protects the sides from rubbing on any exposed wire. There shouldn't be any exposed, but sometimes something breaks loose or you're rubbing against something, the box itself. So he tapes the hell out of it to make sure that it's really safe. Okay, guys, he's got everything all taped off, so it's nice and safe. Going the extra mile there. Let me get a picture. Boom. All right, guys, he's going to pack that in there now. Okay, guys, he's got everything nice and neat and straight. We're going to go out there and mess with the breaker right now. Get that looked at and get it on, and then we'll plug in some appliances and run them. We're just not going to up and leave. We're going to go ahead and turn on that machine. We're going to turn on the other one and anything they're using and run it for a few minutes. Actually longer than a few minutes. Hey, we noticed a little crack here. It appears water can go in and in there. We're going to fix that. It's not going to be anything too fancy, but we're going to fix that. Okay, guys, Vinny spotted something. This GFCI, every time you'd plug something in over there, it would trip. He noticed that all it had was one hot wire, and he noticed it only had one ground wire, the one that comes with it. But he noticed that he was missing the ground wire from that circuit going on the white one here, because this should have 2 white wires on it. It has the one that comes with it that's wired into this, and then you have the neutral for that circuit. You got to put it in here. And if you look at the Romex that it has a black and a red. You got to make sure both circuits on that Romex are on this breaker right here. So what he did was he found the neutral for inside, took it off of this neutral bar, brought it down and put it on to this guy. And then he found the other red circuit that goes to that bundle in there and took it off of this breaker and brought it down to here. And now we've got, and it works great. So basically, I'll show you. Well, I tripped it from inside. So let's see.
Oh,
go.
no, I turned it off the main.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay, what we're going to do is we made space for it. We're going to wire it in correctly, and then I'll take you through the test inside the house. But now it stays on when you plug shit in, and if you hit the test button in there, it trips it right here. So everything is fine. So basically what they forgot to do was they only had one wire here. They had the white wire going to the the common bar, and then they had the one hot wire, the black, going to those outlets. What Vinny had to do was he needed to add the white wire from this circuit, which is going right back here, and put it into here. And then he had to find that red wire and bring it down from up here to here. That way you have to have both wires, whatever's on that neutral circuit that you plug in right here. Not talking about the one that comes with the factory, but the one that right here. You got it, whatever's on that neutral, both of them have to go here. Or you can get a single bar, but you still end up with problems. But because it has a black and a red, both have to go on this GFCI if you're bringing that neutral in. And then, so now you got two neutrals, one neutral, two neutral, black and red. So now he's going to tidy this up, and then we'll go from there. Okay, guys, he's got it all out because he's going to reroute everything. But let me show him what you got. You got your factory white wire right here going to the common bar. You've got the circuit that goes to those outlets. You got this other circuit that's bundled in the same Romex because they have to be together. If you leave this one in there and you put this one somewhere else, it's not going to complete the circuit. So with that being said, and then this is the neutral. So if you follow this neutral, black and red, it's coming right out of the same Romex over there. So these, when you're putting in this guy, these always have to be on the same circuit right there. So now he's got it all unbundled. I'm gonna go ahead and push this in, see what we get. Okay, guys, he's got it all cleaned up and wired in. So just to recap, this is the wire going to the three outlets. This is the neutral that's going to the three outlets, which was on the bus bar. Whoever wired this in only put the black wire and the neutral wire that's built into this onto the thing, leaving two holes open. Because if you have a Romex, there and you got a black and a red and a white, you have to bring that red down with it. If not, you have to buy a different one. They make one that's smaller where it only comes with two, a black and a white, and the white coming from the factory. So in this part here, we got the white coming off the circuit, which was up here somewhere, the red, which is up on one of these upper breakers, and then the black, the one that we've been working with. Now we'll go turn it on. Hey Vinny, can I turn it on? Okay, we'll fire up the 100. Now we'll fire up this guy, and we'll go in there, and what was happening before is every time we plugged in one of their appliances and turned it on, it would trip. So now let's go in there and do our thing. And everything should turn on, stay on until I hit the trip button. Okay, guys, here we go. Okay, so everything's on. Boy, her oven is turned on and running because we had it in the on position. Her rice maker is going good. Hit start. Okay, and everything is correct. Let me get a picture of that. And now what I'm going to do, guys, everything's running. So now while I'm going to let everything run for a while, but for just to show you, watch this. I'm going to hit the test button. See the test button? Now watch that light when I hit it. Everything just went dead. See? It tripped it out there. So everything is tripping out there. Now, I would like to just let stuff run for a while, Vinny. Okay. Let's get things hooked up and let it run for a while. Go here. So, while we're putting the panel together, I'm going to go turn on everything and let it run for a while and make sure everything is good. But all I did was, we can test this too, look, guys. So everything's good. So now we bring it to the left and then over. we're good.
I'll put this on.
I was gonna leave that open for a while just to check everything. I might pull and see what our amps are, and just for the fun of it, see how much all that's pulling. You know what I mean? Is that a 20 amp?
Yeah.
Yeah, 20 amp. So we'll see. Let's go pick up everything. Let's check our other stuff. Kind of just put everything together. I don't need no tools out here. You did a good, clean job, and your cutters are over there on the wall. Okay, I'm gonna go turn everything on, guys, and let it run while we pick up everything. Okay, guys, everything's working good. The wires feel good. They don't feel warm. Feels good. Nothing feels warm. I'd say this is a successful job, guys. Everything's repaired. 1 minute they didn't have nothing, and now they've got something. So, okay, this goes in those two nipples right up there. You know, you gotta be careful. People can get shocked putting these in. So we come up like that, and then we kind of wiggle her in right there, and then we bring this and push in. You just make sure that you push it in like this. If you like, when you want to open it, that's to close it, and then if you want it to stay open, just tap it in and kind of find the spot like that, and you're good to go. So, all right. Well, guys, we're gonna go pick up our tools, shut off all her appliances. Oh, actually, we're gonna fix this right here. This vinyl. So we're gonna do that right now, and then we'll be done. Then we'll sign off. Okay, we'll just fold that some. Okay, we're not fancy at this shit. Never cut behind that white line, then the cap won't work. The cap will still function as long as you got that line going there. Get back in there the best we can. And let's see here, I get some water. Okay, let's just try to smear it in, guys, like this a little bit. Like that. Like that.
Yeah, I'll form it.
Yeah. Let me just go upward with it in the cracks. Okay, let me have some more caulking.
Oh, you got it over there.
Okay, guys, put a little more there, a little more in there. Okay, now, you don't want to get that on there.
I got it.
for
Cool.
you. If you wet your finger, guys, it does much better. But I don't want to turn on the spigot yet. I don't want to get it all over. I just want to try to form it a little bit. Like that. Now maybe I'll get a little water. And try to form it. Let me go get a little water.
Here. You got water?
Yeah.
Let me do it. I got it. I'm gonna do it with my finger.
Yeah?
Yeah, let me see it.
Okay, let me just knock it down a little bit. You want to
Okay.
do it? I'll let you.
No, go. You want to do it?
Okay. A little bit like that. Like that.
Oh, it's looking better. That's looking good.
Is that good enough? It's good enough for today. I mean, I can. Looks pretty good. Okay, guys, let's try it without the gloves. A lot better without the gloves, right, guys?
Yeah.
There we go. That's just to keep it, you know, just to keep it from leaking.
That's looking a lot better now. All right.
Is that good now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Leave it alone.
Okay, guys. I'm gonna go wash my hands real quick. And I'll come back and pick that up. Can you get a picture of it?
Yeah, I already did.
Right there.
Okay.
That angle. Okay, guys, we're leaving this job here. We got everything put away. It's a good thing that I carry a lot of breakers, even though I didn't need them. We thought we were, but anyway, we're out of here. We're gonna go to the next job. I'm gonna text him. It's something small. The owner saw like an extension cord hanging down off a shop light, and he wants that to the wall. Anyway, we're gonna head over there. See you guys over there. Look at Vinny stuffing his. Hey guys, we're home. The second job didn't pan out. I didn't even want to pull out my phone and start recording. It was this older guy that just rented the place, and the owner wanted us to do something with the garage lighting, but it was good. It was just a shop light with a cord on it. It didn't have an extension cord. It barely reached the outlet, but it reached it with one of those little switches that you can add on. And he didn't want us to touch it, and I could see why. I called management. I said, hey, this guy don't want us touching his light. He likes it right over the washer and dryer, and it works good. He just doesn't want it touched. And then as far as the other item, which was the remote control for the garage, he has a burned up receiver. We have a way to tell if a receiver's burned up, or we know people that explains to us to do this and do that, and if so, that's anyway. They have a burn receiver, so they need a guy for garage doors to come out there. So we're done for Friday. Maybe me and Vinny can get that tile glued on, and that way it'll be ready for grout tomorrow. What do you think, son?
Let's do it.
All right, well, we'll get some video of that. Okay, guys, we're gonna get this ceramic glued down. First thing he's gonna do is he's going to scrape everything and clean it and vacuum it. Now, I always like going for this acrylic shit because it's flexible. It's where mortar, if the floor, mortar is good on cement or even wood, but I don't like it on wood. Because wood will flex. That plywood with the cement board will still flex. I mean, you can step on it and it flexes. So with that being said, I like Acrylic it flexes with the floor. So this is what I'm choosing. This is what I use on all repairs, to be honest with you. If you've seen, I have some videos about tile repair, and you'll see me using this stuff right here. And then we bought some grout. Now in this case, because the gaps are over 1/8, I like to use sanded grout. You use unsanded grout when you got 1/8 or less. Like for here, you would use unsanded grout. And the sand gives it a little bit more strength in it. But when you have these tiles have self-spacers in them. When you buy these tiles, you'll see little nipples. And you don't use spacers, and they're just a 1/16 to 1/8, and that's what you use unsanded grout. But because this is a little bit more than 1/8, it's good to use the sanded grout because the sand gives you more strength. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to use sanded grout, we're going to use bone color, we're going to use this Acrylic Pro. We're going to apply it with a tooth trowel, and then we're going to back butter the tiles on the back only, set them, take a level and hit it both ways, and make sure that it's flush all the way around. And if we need to, we'll take a rubber hammer or the butt of that hammer on like a 2x4 or something, and place it down if we put on our glue a little bit too thick. Then we'll clean out the grout lines and then let it cure, and then we'll grout it tomorrow. Okay guys, he's got it. It's all leveled out. No high spots. He went after it with the 2x4 a couple times. You want to see how? Oh, look at it. Look how natural. She doesn't need any makeup to look pretty. Look at her. Take your glasses off. No makeup and she looks beautiful.
Just her glasses off, right?
Yeah, I need some. Hey, that looks good.
Yeah.
Really nice. Okay, I'm gonna change and go get take it.
Alright, have fun. Oh yeah, that's good, Vinny. I think I want to let it rest right there. I'm going to wash out your rag. And let's put all our tools away, and tomorrow we'll grout it.
Just because we moved this one, I need to go over these for sure, Dad.
Okay, well, it doesn't have to be meticulous. You can take a flathead screwdriver tomorrow and knock the high spots and vacuum, and you're done. But it's actually good. I'm afraid you're going to move them. I'm so happy the way they are. I don't want to take a chance.
Very, very happy.
Yeah. Okay, guys, that's going to be it. I'm going to let that dry. Get after it tomorrow with some grout, and the job is complete. I'm just going to rinse my rag out in the toilet bowl. And then put a little Clorox soap in it and rinse the rag out a little bit. Those are my washcloths from my face. Alicia washes them for me. I'll show you. Alicia washes them for me, stacks them up there, so. Alright guys, we'll see what else we got today. Oh, I do have another project. My vacuum is acting up. It's what brand is it, Al?
Dyson.
Dyson?
Huh?
Okay. Oh, you look nice.
Oh,
Look at those Levi's.
Huh?
Look at those. Those fit you really good.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Not bad for 57. Alright guys, this Dyson, the motor overheated and it shut down. I went through some YouTube videos and a few others, and it says that there's a screen. I'm not sure if they're talking about the one that goes around that ball part, but there's something like a screen, an inner screen or something that people don't really know how to get to or something. So I'm going to do a few videos and see if that's the problem. Plus, I'm cleaning all her filters. She keeps all her filters clean. The only one that she hasn't washed in quite some time is this cyclone, and it says that these cyclones do need to be taken apart once every year or 2 years. And she washes the filters, but not the cyclones. So I'm going to really wash the hell out of that and see where that screen is. And the motor's $100, but you know, this is an expensive vacuum. We've had it for years though. I bought a new head for it right here. The other one really took a beating, and I had to get a whole new head, but they gave that one to me free, and that's all I get for free. So we'll just go ahead and get it apart later. I'll go through the manual and look at a video and try to find out about that screen that they're talking about. It could very well be in here. So I'll wait and see. Well guys, I think I'll wrap this video up, and tomorrow I'll get another video of us grouting the tile, and maybe a video of this, and but I'll put this one out today, and we'll see how it goes. Talk to you guys later. Hey guys, Vinny went and got my acetylene filled up, but I wanted to find a new place to keep it. If you have it laying down, you should stand it up for at least 30 minutes before you use it. So I just want to keep it standing up, but I don't want it rolling around. So I put these little sticker pads right there with ties for now to keep it in place. But I bought these right here. It came in a 6-pack. I only need one. I was only going to put one. Let me open it. Anyway, this is what they are, and I thought one would work because, you know, if I have it right there, that should work it. And then I was going to put a magnet. See these magnets? I was going to put one magnet there and one magnet there because it has rubber on it. That way, this will be spaced out a little bit, number one, to take this space right here. If I go like this, that magnet will take out that little bit of space, and it'll keep this from rubbing on my paint, you know, and transferring paint. Not so much that I care about that, but this. So it fits good. Look at me. And I just thought one would be all you needed, one in the middle, because if you have one in the middle, if it tilts one way, it's not going to go nowhere because of the toolbox, and if it goes the other way, I think one would be fine, just one right there. What do you think, Vinny?
Yeah, maybe two.
Why two? I just thought it'd be easier to pull out of. You know what I mean? Instead of one, just put it smack dab in the middle. And where would it
be lower than in the middle?
Okay, maybe
right
about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That way, it's much easier to like pivot it out.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. So we'll
And
just
if
put
it does
one.
lean forward, you have magnets there.
All right, well, we're gonna do that then. We're gonna put one there, guys, and then you can put the rest of these on your truck. You want these for the truck? Put them on the truck. You never know, right? One there would be good because if one is there, how about one on the bottom, Vinny? Look. How's that? One on the bottom. How about one on the bottom? Look at that. It kind of keeps.
Like a placeholder?
Yeah, look.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea.
And then just one right here.
Yeah.
Okay, give me one more.
Okay.
And we'll get that done. All right.
You want bolts
No, I was just going to use sheet metal screws.
with the washers?
Not even. Just a big head sheet metal screw, same size. You know, with the self-drilling right there. You know, it'll just be like those right there. See how those are? And if I want to, I can cut them later, but that's fine. All right, that'll work. So I guess that's it, guys. I'm going to lock up the van. That's it for today. And tomorrow we'll get that grouted. I'll get this video out right now. All right, guys. Hope you have a great weekend. Talk to you soon. Hey.